We learned it that way. I said, I have a parable to tell you. I said, it's the story of a rich man who had a huge art gallery, and he had a terrific son. And the son would go into the streets, and one day he befriended a beggar. And he started to see this beggar regularly, and he'd describe his father's big home and the paintings and all that his father did in business and his family. And the beggar really liked this young man. But one day the young man stopped coming. 2 days, 3 days, and the beggar found out he had very suddenly died. So he went and got himself some paper and some crayons, and he drew a portrait of that young man. And he went to that home of the rich man and gave it to the watchman outside and said, would you please give it to the man, because his son was very good to me. And I've drawn his portrait because I hear he has an art gallery in that house. The watchman looked at it, rather bemused by it, and said, all right, okay, and sent him away. But he thought this was quite a gesture. So he waited for the right moment. When the rich man was driving out in his car one day, he said to him, a beggar came here and gave this because he painted this as a portrait of your son. The rich man took it. Nothing was heard. Some years go by, and the beggar finds out the rich man had passed away and that they were going to auction his art gallery. So he decided to get some nice-looking clothes to see if he could squeeze in. He did. And he walked through the hall to see if the boy's portrait was hanging with all the grandmasters, and sure enough, it was there. And the auctioneer came, and all these aficionados with their wonderful little lenses and all studying all of this stuff. And then the gavel was pounded, and the auctioneer said, we are going to begin. And everybody, yay, good. He said, except there was a condition left in the will. The rich man said, this portrait of his son is the first one to be auctioned. And there was a moan and a groan. Nobody bid on it. The beggar put his hand into his pocket, got a few coins, and bid what he had. No counteroffer, gavel pounded, sold. He goes to pick it up, and as he's walking away, the gavel pounds again, and the auctioneer says there was a second condition. In the will it said, whoever bids on the portrait of the son gets the whole art gallery. So I said to them, ladies and gentlemen, when you get the son, you get all of the components of meaning in life.